Kelly.
Good afternoon, Emma.
Hello,
Good
Kenny.
afternoon. What's happening?
Well, this is,
We're going back a bit. aren't
well, we said we were going to come back and talk about Ned Kelly.
we? Right.
Not the outlaw,
Not the outlaw, no.
but Edward Kelly from Parks,
Parks.
who, when you came back from the islands in 1955,
Mm-hmm.
September 55 it was, and you were only back a couple of weeks, and a knock on the door, and who was it?
He was Ned.
Ned Kelly. Yeah, and he said he asked you if you played country music, didn't he?
Yeah, at first I said, well, I play Hawaiian music.
Hmm.
I've never played country before.
Hmm.
He said, well, you give it a go, or I might have said, I'll give it a go.
Yeah,
And the rest is history.
yeah.
Yeah.
It was a long time ago.
Yeah.
You're fortunate that you have quite a good memory for.
I try. I'm
Aren't you?
really trying my best.
Yes, I know you are. I know you are. And so he'd not long come down from the country.
Yeah. I
And
don't know how long he'd been down. Not long.
so he must. I know you told me he was a big Hank Williams fan,
He was. Yeah.
and that's what he did. He
Sang Hank Williams.
that was his repertoire. Hank
Yeah.
Williams's repertoire.
Yes.
Yeah. And he did a really good job of it, didn't he?
He did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Had a good voice, I hear. Yeah, well, I've heard him on record,
Yes,
actually. Yeah.
a lot of other people took notice.
Yeah, and a lot of people loved him and thought
Yes,
he was great.
loved him.
Of course, that's good. So he must have had his repertoire all sort of up and running before he met you, even though he didn't play guitar, did he?
No, he didn't play.
Did he?
He didn't play much at all, you know.
Okay, so he might have played it just to rehearse
Just for
songs, do you
himself
think?
at home, I
Okay,
suppose.
yeah. And so he brought his wife and family down from
Yes,
Parks,
all little ones.
and he thought, I'm going to give this country music a crack.
Crack, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. And so he had his repertoire, which was, you know, like a Hank Williams tribute band.
Yeah, he had a lot of songs written down
Yeah.
on paper,
Yeah.
you know.
And but he didn't have any gigs just yet.
No, I just forget. I forget what time it was that he started to play.
Mm.
It might have been, I don't know, about a month or so.
Okay, so
So rehearse.
right. So once you said yes, I'll give it a go.
Yeah,
You started rehearsing with him.
rehearsing with him. Yeah.
Yeah. And you told me he had a record player on the back of his
Yeah, he did.
is it
He
a
got a good
utility?
memory.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he had a box or something, and he had a record player sitting on top of it. That's the one that didn't fall off.
Mm.
But and he had Hank Williams 33 and a third records. You
Mm.
know,
Mm.
used to play them to me. You know,
Yeah.
and
Well, lucky you had such a good ear because
yeah.
But it was probably in a different. Who played steel on Hank Williams records?
Look, I got his name written down.
It wasn't Tom Brumley, was it?
No.
That was a lot later, wasn't it? Mm.
Yeah, Tom
Anyway.
Bromley came later with Buck Owens.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
So
Yeah.
anyhow, I used to mind. He used to rent a house out around the corner
Mm.
from us, and we used to go there. But he also lived over in Guildford. I think he was living in Guildford first.
Right. So, Ken, how difficult was it for you to play country music on your Hawaiian tuning?
That's Jenny. Well, I just had to. I didn't know what tuning that Hank Williams steel player had,
No.
but he wanted me to get near it.
Yeah.
And this journey here was the closest I could get.
Is it the E7th?
Yeah.
Yep.
So,
So that makes an E7th chord.
that's an A7.
Oh, okay.
Okay. But I had that tuning on a 6-string on the Rickenbacker
Okay.
guitar.
And so once you were up and running,
Yeah.
and
Once I got into the groove,
and he must have had some contacts to get jobs, because I think you mentioned that you did the showboat on the harbour,
yes.
and then other
Mainly
hotels.
Hotels.
So the Miller's chain of hotels
Yeah.
was a big deal in those
That
days,
was,
wasn't
yeah,
it?
yeah.
Mm.
And we done a fair bit with middle circuit.
You know, I went in a talent quest in one of the Miller's hotels at Allawah.
Oh, did you?
Yeah,
Right.
years ago when I was 18.
Right.
I did pretty well. I sang Moon River, which was my song at the moment that I loved, and a dear gentleman who was obviously a good client of the hotels,
Yeah.
because he'd had quite a bit to drink.
I see.
He sang Danny Boy, and he brought the house down.
Really?
I came second.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so they were really popular. Those.
Yeah, they were.
A lot of entertainment,
A lot of entertainment
going on.
Yeah.
And so he also branched out to go on tours, didn't he?
Yeah. We only done one major tour.
Right. Yeah.
That was up the north coast.
So
We got up as far as Port Macquarie
okay,
and had to come back.
ran out of work.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh well, you know, they were. It was
Yeah.
just a different time, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And also in those days, in the 50s, rock and roll was making a big, you know, like it was everywhere, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And,
Yeah, that's
and,
right.
And so country was a little bit overshadowed,
Overshadowed, yeah.
especially with the younger people.
Yeah.
And so I know that he liked everything to be along Hank Williams's lines.
Yeah.
So he had a car the same,
Yeah, he had a Packard.
right? Nice big car,
A
I
big
guess.
car and a pull a caravan with it
And so that was your transport and accommodation.
yeah.
You all bugged in the caravan.
Yeah.
Good. That was nice.
A
Hope
bit
you all
crowded,
had some
that was
nice
all right.
deodorant, did you?
Oh,
Sorry.
all
Of
right.
course you did.
So in Port Macquarie, we played a little hall in Port Macquarie. We didn't get a lot of people in them. We've got quite a few, and who should be in the audience but Slim Dusty and
Really?
Joy McKean
Oh.
family.
Checking him out.
Yeah, checking him
Yeah.
out, and so
Oh,
that was nice.
That was
you
good.
know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was very good. And so your career with Ned, did you do a little bit of recording for Ned? Or?
Yeah, we done a 45, I think it was.
And I know you do remember who was in the band, Ken? Who was
Yeah,
in the band with you?
The two guitar players were Ernie Smith, Liz Sparks, Rance Fletcher, and myself.
So somebody played bass.
Yeah,
Did they?
Rance.
Rance. Okay.
Rance, yeah.
Yeah.
And recorded a 45, I think it was, an extended 45.
Okay, an EP. Yeah.
I think it was, he done Arrow Lewin,
Okay. Yes.
he put down.
Yeah.
I can't think back that far.
Yeah. Never mind. It was. I know we are good friends with his younger brother,
Yes.
who now lives at Lismore, Des, with his wife
yeah.
Maria. And Des knows all the history.
Yes, yeah, he does.
Yeah. and it might be on the internet anyway. But it was nice to be. You really enjoyed his company, didn't you?
I did.
And you thought the world of him.
Yeah, I did. Yeah, he was fabulous. Funny sometimes.
Yeah.
But very. He was a very thoughtful person. Ned, and so he came down to the big smoke to give it a run.
Yeah,
Give it a run.
And
nice.
He had a career for quite a while, even though you weren't with him all the time, because you were doing other things too.
Yeah, I was.
You were finding your feet.
Often working with Jimmy Little. And different people. I was still doing the Maori thing.
And you were starting to record, weren't you? Because your friend Ron Martin.
Yes.
So he would have told. Did he tell Ned about you?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a recurring theme there of, people help each other all the time, don't they?
I did, and I thank Ronnie for that.
Yeah.
Little things that happen, I just can't grab hold of.
Oh, of course, I understand.
Now this is 2021.
Yes.
And that was 1955.
Yeah, probably 5. Yes. And
55.
But that was important part of that was a turning point for you, really, because it was your introduction to playing country music.
Yeah.
And Your Cheating Heart was the first song you learned, wasn't it?
Cheating Heart, yeah. I'm the tuning here. I got to stir this up.
You got to stir it up. Lovely. You don't even have to think about that, do you? Your hands just know what to do.
Yeah. Well, you got the melody going through here.
Yeah, that's right.
And hopefully it comes out here.
Yeah, that's right.
Like I did there a couple of times.
Yeah. Oh, you're excused. You're excused. That's good. So that was one of the highlights of your career, was meeting Ned, wasn't it? And,
it was.
And working with him.
Yeah.
In that early country sound.
And I got to record a lot of people in the business,
Well, that's right. All of a sudden you started being really busy, didn't you?
Like Chad Morgan.
Yeah. Yes. Well, there weren't many steel players around at that time.
No, there weren't.
And as Michelle Rose said some time ago, you were among the first generation of steel players in Australia.
Yeah.
And some of your family were among that first generation too.
Yes, I were.
But there was a big scene going on in Melbourne, wasn't there? Even in those early days.
Yeah.
A lot of Hawaiian music.
Hawaiian players,
because I understand it was because during the Second World War and afterwards, a lot of the American servicemen came out to Australia, and they probably brought it with them, I'd say.
I would think so.
Their love of it anyway.
Yeah.
And Yeah, because there were very few recordings around, but
Yeah,
but there were some people who really ran with it.
yeah, right. A guy called Adams or something. Liz Adams.
Yeah.
Jim Jensen.
Yep.
Yeah, and that's only a couple. Georgie Zankos,
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah. And Benny
Joyner,
Joyner.
Ray Hassler.
Yeah. And they were all playing from a fairly early
Yeah.
age, weren't they?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so it was good.
And Kenny Kitching.
Yes,
There he is.
thank you.
A little bit more of this
Oh,
to play us out, kiddo.
oh. This is the tuning that Hank Williams, steel player, had.
Oh.
It's a C6 tuning.
Oh, okay. Okay. So did you know that at the time? Did you know? You wouldn't have known what he had.
No.
'Cause I thought you said it was an E7th. That's
Yeah.
what you played in,
Yeah,
isn't it? Yeah.
that's what I had then, but I didn't know about the tune.
Okay.
Uh,
I won't interrupt you anymore,
Okay.
Ken.
all right, no.
Have a little play
All right,
and.
thank you. Okay.